Hey YouTube, this is Dean made another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, more on these firelighters. I've been experimenting a little bit more. These ones are just firegel wax and made from the cups of egg cartons, but I just filled them up with cut up egg carton. So I took the egg carton apart, cut up the cups, and then the lids I'd normally discard because I used to make the lid part out of and cut it all up and make them infuse them with potassium nitrate. But as I don't do that anymore, I thought, well, why not just cut them up and put it in there and see if these work. Don't know how well that'll work, but let's give it a go. We can only try these things. So that is wax and fire gel mix, and yeah, rather than fat wood. So I've got heaps of fat wood, but I thought, why not just do this? But also, I've got that many egg cartons. I thought, why not try that anyway? So we'll see how we go. Takes a hold, all right. Now that white residue on the top is just the stuff out of the fire gel. It has a residue that is a detergent or whatever. Yeah, we're getting a good burn out of that. Look at that. That's not bad at all. That's as effective as that's every bit as effective as fat wood. It's going to melt the heat will go through and melt the thing, but anyway, that's the way it goes. I left it in that little aluminium thing so the wax will just spread out. No, they're good. I like them. I'm not going to make many more of them. I was only just, I had a thought about them, and that's given off a heap of flame. That's a really good fire starter. You can get a really good fire going with them. No dramas. I don't think you need to put fat wood in them. Just use the egg carton shells. Just break it up, put it in there, fire gel, egg carton, and away you go. Yeah, that's getting going. It's well established now. I just don't want my petrified wood getting too hot. No, they certainly are a good idea if you want to light a fire, like for fire lighting. These are, and they're so easy to make. It's just buying the candles. I can buy the candles for about, I think they're about $3 or $4 for 4, so they're $1 each. But I do use 2 candles to make all them. It takes 2 candles to fill that up, to make like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Takes 2 candles. So they're about $2 to make up 8 of them. Yeah, so that's the economics of them. Plus the fire gel. It's not a lot of fire gel. Yeah. And to tell you the truth, I put 1 candle in, melt that up, and then put the fire gel in. But the second candle I melt afterwards. I don't put any more fire gel. And the second candle is only just to top up. So I put the mix in, all of it, and then I just top up with wax again, just to make sure. I wait for a little bit, so that the wax has gets a little bit hard, and then I pour it just to top up, just to make sure that they're full of wax. But you'd never use beeswax for this, because it is just too expensive, unless you've got your own bees and you're making them for like that sort of, like you're doing your own bees. You can only use paraffin candles, and I only buy the cheapest paraffin candles I can get, because otherwise the economics of this thing is just too expensive to do. Because you can buy the coal wool, not coal wool, that's for the wood wool fire starters for about $8, I think, a packet, and they light a hell of a lot of stuff. I use them to light my barbies. But I could use one of them to light a whole chimney of barbecue fuel, no dramas, because that gives off a fair bit of thing. But I don't know. The economics of making them, that's the only thing. But they've got a good burn time. Yeah, that's not a bad burn time at all. And I don't think you get any more benefit out of putting fat wood in them compared to just the cardboard or the eggshell. So if you wanted to use cardboard or whatever, it'd be just as effective, I think. I don't think the fat wood gives it any more effectiveness. You just have to move it around occasionally, because after a while see that the wax is pretty well spent now. But a 2 to 3 minute, 4 minute burn time is perfectly acceptable for this sort of thing. You can smell the plastic. It's probably getting very hot under there, but anyway. That's perfectly acceptable. And you'd be able to get a fire going if you were using them as a fire lighter, as such. All the wax is all spent. That's just about done. There you go. It's out. And it's spent. Yeah, not too bad at all. So I think the other one had a little bit longer burn time. Maybe I'll check on the timestamps. But still very viable. I would not have a problem using just wax, fire gel, egg carton, making them up. They're perfectly acceptable. But if you want to use fat wood, you've got plenty of fat wood. You get it for free out in the bush. Why not use it? It's perfectly acceptable as well. But I've got, I don't know how many egg cartons. And if you've got access to a heap of cheap, because you can go to the dollar store or whatever and get household candles. If you can get them on sale for a reasonable price, buy them up at a cheap price. That's where you'd get a lot better value for money. And I haven't seen any for sale at the moment, but yeah, that if I ever do see them, I will be buying more. I've got a fair few here. I buy just every so often I buy a couple of packets of household candles, but there's usually only four in a packet for about $2 or $3. I think they are. I think they're about $1 each. We get here in Australia, and I've been buying a heap of these. These are half price at the moment at Coles. I think they're changing all their barbecue range. This one was a good one because it's actually a jet. It's the jet flame, so which is good, and it's refillable. So I don't mind these lighters for half price. It's $4 or $5 or something. So refillable flame lighters, half price. They're normally pretty expensive to buy. That Redhead brands especially is $10 or something. You normally pay for their stupid bloody prices. Anyway, thought I'd report on that. If you're into making these things, and I have been experimenting with them a bit, I thought I'd report on these. Yeah, definitely. If you just wanted to cut up your egg cartons, why not? Just make them up, and you get a pretty good burn time out of them. They seem to work all right. Anyway, thanks for watching.